Hiya, and welcome back to Little Reads. I'm going to be continuing to read Goosebumps, and I hope you've been following my channel. If you haven't, please do watch my previous video to catch up on the story so far. As you can see, it's starting to get dark now. The sun is starting to set. So I am going to start reading the next chapter, which is chapter 22. So we have almost finished this whole book. It is amazing. And as a recap, this book is about Gary Luts. He is a teenage boy having trouble at school. And he kind of wanted to change his life, and he wanted to be in a different body. Things didn't go quite as planned, and this is his adventure in a different body. So let's get to the page. There we go. So page 22. I'm sitting by the window and it is starting to get dark now. So let's see what happens in chapter 22. What? I screamed, hopping up and down angrily on the microphone. Just what? Just what? I said. Miss Carmen said. Derek Davis wants to keep your body for the rest of his life. But he can't do that, can he? It is very unsettling, she replied, biting her lower lip. It wasn't what he said in our original agreement. But if you refuse to get out of your body and your life, there's really nothing I can do. Miss Carmen gazed down at me sympathetically. I'm so sorry about this, Gary, she said softly. I guess I have to be more careful in the future. What about my future? What am I supposed to do now? I wailed. Miss Carmen shrugged. I don't know. Maybe you could go back, wait in the hive, and maybe Derek David will change his mind. Back to the hive. My antennas stood straight on end. Oh, I don't know what this word is. It's Quivering with rage. Do you have any idea what it's like in there? Cramped together with those hairy beads in the darkness. Listening to that deafening buzz day and night. It's a way of staying alive, Miss Carmen replied bluntly. I don't care, I stammered. I'm never going back there, never. This is tragic, said Miss Carmen. No, Miss Carmen cried. I don't know why I said. Miss Carmen cried. I'll give your case some thought tonight, Gary. I promise. Maybe I can come up with a way of getting your body away from Derek. She crossed the room and opened the office door. I'm so upset. So upset. She mumbled. No, she murmured. She murmured, not mumbled, murmured. Then she disappeared out the door, slamming it behind her. Trembling with anger at Derek Davis, I hopped down to the desk. Hey, wait! I cried after her. You've locked me in. Miss Carmen was so upset she forgot about me. I rose up onto the air and started after her. But then I happened to gaze back down at her desk. Derek Davis' questionnaire was right on top of a pile of paper. His address was next to his name. He lived at 203 Eastwood Lane. Eastwood Lane was nearby. I knew where it was. Maybe the old Derek Davis will know how to get my body back, I told myself. It was worth a try. I ducked through the slot in the glass and flew around the waiting room. No exit, no window, no open window, no crack in the door. Once again, I was trapped. Frantically, I buzzed all around the waiting room. Then I went back through the slot in the glass. I checked out the whole equipment room. Every window was closed tight. I flew past the calendar and happened to see the date. Oh no, I cried. It's Friday. It's the weekend. Miss Carmen might not come back to work for 2 whole days. In 2 days, I realized I could starve to death. I had to get out. I went over to the far wall and noticed another door I hadn't seen before. I buzzed through it. The room turned out to be a tiny bathroom with one small window, which was open just a crack. It was all I needed. Hooray! I yelled. I shot out through the window and sailed into the open air. Then I turned right and headed for Eastwood Avenue. Luckily, it wasn't very far. All this flying around was really beginning to wear me out. I found Derek Davis' house without any trouble. Then, when I got there, I saw Derek himself, or whomever he was now, standing in the front yard. I recognized him from the picture I'd seen in the person-to-person album. I yelled to him. Hey, Derek? The tall, good-looking boy turned around and stared at me. His mouth moved, and he looked as if he was saying something, but I couldn't understand a word, any words. All I heard was a humming sound. I'm Gary Luts, I cried in my tiny voice. Can you help me get Derek Davis out of my body? The boy stared at me. Then he grinned. I was confused. What was he grinning about? Hey, can you hear me? I cried. Now, Derek noticed, motioned with his hand. Now, Derek motioned with his hand. You want me to follow you? I asked. I felt excited. Are you taking me someplace where we can get help? Derek grinned again. Then he turned and walked around the corner of the house. I didn't know where we were going, but I knew I had to follow him. I found Derek in the backyard. He said to me. He pointed to a big rose bush and grinned. Then he stuck his nose deep inside one of the blossoms. He said. Yum! I gasped at him in shock. Of course, I cried. You got the bee mind, and I got the body, and the bee's body. Derek didn't say anything, but then he pulled his face out of the rose, and under the rose, the end of his nose was covered with yellow pollen. Derek looked a little surprised and disappointed. I guess he missed his long, suckling tongue, the tongue that was now hanging off the end of my face. You can't help me, I muttered to him. You're in a worse shape than I am. He replied. He looked kind of silly with the yellow nose, but I felt sorry for him. He and I had the wrong brain in the wrong bodies. I knew exactly how he felt. I'm going to get help for both of us, I told him. If I get my body back, maybe you'll get yours too. With a loud buzz, I flew out of Davis's yard. As I left, I thought I heard Derek buzz back at me. I glanced over my wing and saw him sticking his face into another rose. Maybe this time he'd have better luck getting the pollen out. I headed towards my own house. This time, I planned to make Derek Davis give me my body back, or else. As I turned up my street, I suddenly heard a familiar voice coming from behind a tree. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me, man. I couldn't believe it. The voice belonged to Marv. But who was he talking to? I shot around the tree to find out. To my surprise, I saw that Marv was talking to me, or Derek. Davis in my body. Derek Davis in my body. Barry and Carl were right behind him. Look out, Derek, I thought. Run, run. Please don't let them whack my body. But I was too late. Barry, Mark and Carl were closing in on him, closing in on him, about to give him the pounding of his life. Oh dear, eh? Okay, so now Derek Davis might get a little piece of what Gary's life is like. So that is the end of chapter 22. Join me next time for chapter 23 to see what happens next time. So until next time, guys, sleep tight and don't let the bed bugs bite, and I'll see you soon. Bye.